Hey, bro. Yo, man, people really mad at Dame for asking for a trade when people been asking Dame to get a trade for 7 years now. Like, I know this is a wrestling podcast, but if I was him, I would just send the offset tweet, be like, "Y'all won."
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, dog.
Tell him I probably send your bitch to give me some chicken. If you ain't knowing, love me, it's the list.
Yo, once again, you know, I would have some air horns, but I was yelling at Jizzle about being unprepared, and I was unprepared. So there are no air horns, there are no gunshots. You just got people, you got friendly faces, you got us, and I don't know what else to tell you other than that. I'm actually stalling, trying to find my gunshots and all that stuff. Hey, Jizzle, you know what? You a real nigga because I'm gonna echo you just like that. Right after you do that, you feel me? Okay. Don't even worry about me. You feel me? Don't even worry about me. I'm talking about it is all good. You feel me? Yo, so if you don't know, it's another episode, another edition. P3, we in the building. So, like we always do at this time, ladies and gentlemen, people with jobs, people without jobs, middle class, upper class, high class, all that, cats, snakes, chickens, ducks, elderly people and twerkers, we present to you another edition of the Public Enemies podcast. This is episode 262 of Pro Wrestling's Breakfast Club. If I got that number right, you should give me a round of applause or something like that. You feel me? Other than that, I go by the name, oh my God, Graham. Jizzle, you ain't got to do that. You feel me? Trap McAfee's in the building. What's up with my guy?
Man, I am chilling. You know, happy to be here. We're back, like you guys complained about. So yeah, here we are, another episode.
This man said your love, your support, everything is just like, yo, that's complaining. Like,
Yeah, man, we hear that shit.
Benny the Butcher's in the building. What's up with you, Ben? How you doing, bro?
I would be doing better if I would have came out predictions champion, but I'm here. I'm doing all right. I'm making it, scraping by, I guess.
Salute to me. You know what I'm saying?
All
they don't even
right.
use this one no more. You feel
That
me?
belt
It's
gone.
retro. This retro, y'all talking about. You feel me? Special guest in the building. Salute to my guy. What's up with it? Young Southside Gunn, Marquise in the building. How you doing, boy?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I can't even complain, man. Just another day, another dollar, for real, for real.
Man, America.
Listen, right. Fuck that place. This place. Hey, bro, look.
Let's just leave then.
Look. We passed the time limit where I could curse freely.
I know.
So we gonna get right into it. You feel me?
Hey, I just be waiting for one of y'all. And I'd be like, okay. Oh, it's good.
Yes, it's good. Yes,
Boo.
Southside Gunn in the flesh. And let's get right to you, my guy. How are you doing? You're doing well. It's good to see you.
I'm doing great. Life is great. Personally, I've never been more happy in my life in these 28 years. So I'm living great at this moment.
Salute to you, brother. I'm glad to hear that. I'm definitely glad to hear that. You said that you feel me, the happiest that you've ever been. That is great. 28 years of life. Well, salute to you on that. Got a question for you, my friend.
Go ahead.
You like the king of lists right now.
Yes.
Where did this list come from? I gotta know, like, what was the villain origin story behind this? Behind this, hey yo, men can't do this, men can't do that. I mean, it's a fact. You feel me? We see it every day, but you're up to like 700 plus or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on with that? How did that all come about?
774 as of right now. Because I just added something probably like 10 minutes ago during the main event. So basically what happened was, because I started it this year. I started in January, like beginning of the year. I was just bored, goofing around, and I wanted to be funny. And all I did was I kept seeing a list of things that men couldn't do. And girls would just say what we can't do, or as soon as I saw something like as a man, it was just like, all right, let me just notate that.
Yeah.
And somebody commented and was like, someone made a tweet and said, you know, what are men not allowed to do, basically? And that's when I did it the first time, when everybody saw the list, I think for the real first time, and how long it was, because I think it was up to like 150 at that point. I just posted a video. It's just me doing a slow scroll all the way through. And so it became a running joke. Certain people don't have a funny bone, so they took it serious. Or they try to just get on the list or say something just so that they can get a little notoriety. I don't really care about the millions of followers who've seen it. I truly don't care. I just do it for fun at this point. And it's just Take Naps is definitely on there. It's on there. And so, like I said, it's just a running joke. Like at this point, everybody who sees it, we all know at this point, it's a running joke. Everybody who's following me, who've like I've been cool with from like the very beginning of me having a Twitter account, everybody knows I'm just making jokes, being silly.
Where you from?
College Park, Georgia.
Oh,
okay.
Yo,
the ultimate Southside.
Yo, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've heard. You feel me? That's what I've heard. You feel me? I'm not one of them niggas, bro. I'm cool, bro. I stay on this side, bro.
Nah,
cool.
it's all love, man. I'm very unserious, so I don't know why people don't ever take me serious, because I don't take shit serious for real.
Yeah.
Oh, I for sure got two more. Hey, yo, man, listen, man. Men are not allowed to separate their colors from their whites.
That's definitely,
you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You got to put that on there. And like, yo, man, we're not allowed to do shit.
Brent in the chat says 4 guys on the podcast. Zesty AF. Where the bees at? Like, Uncle. Right. Where the bitches at?
I mean,
supposed to be the bitches in the team.
Having a podcast is a rule anyway. Like half of these rules I got memorized. The funniest rule I can say is my favorite rule is rule number 187, because it's dying.
Damn, man,
you know what
out here,
means? It was unironically it happened, but that's rule 187. That's my favorite rule.
That's great. That's great. You know what I mean?
I think it was like one as a man, like how you gonna let another man kill you or something like that.
Yeah, murder.
Yeah.
Like murder.
That's on there. That's a separate rule within itself.
Yeah. That's definitely a separate rule. That's crazy. Okay, man. Well, make sure y'all following Southside Gunn to get all of the updates on what men is not supposed to do. You feel me?
Y'all figure something out. You know what I'm saying, we always doing something that y'all don't like. So he's gonna be the one that I'm saying that's gonna keep score.
It might be easier to read his list of 770 whatever things of what we're not supposed to do than try to figure out what, we are able to do. Yeah.
Is mind your business on your list? Mind your business has to be on your list, right? Like if we mind our
business,
then
I think we may have substituted that for keep your peace. or have be sane or something like that. It's something of that variation. But yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, so are you down to talk a little bit of wrestling with us?
Absolutely.
Oh man, well, with that said, I guess we can go ahead and get into small package news. I'll just run through a few things real quick. The P3 cipher continues, of course. I'm talking about. Salute to Victoria Crawford, formerly known as Alicia Fox. She recently did an interview on a Twitch stream, if I could speak. A Twitch stream. I don't know what's going on with Alicia Fox, but she was saying a lot of things. And my mama told me that if you don't have any, I'm gonna leave it at that. So, hey, check this out. Trench and Fuego del Sol are gone from AEW. Expiration. Hey, Tony Khan said he don't fire people. He just let their deals expire. You feel me? So I dig that. I'm talking about. I'm with you. Salute to you. Lil Uzi Vert just sampled Shinsuke Nakamura's theme song on his recent album, The Pink Tape. Has anybody heard that?
Yes.
Y'all rock with that? Y'all rock with that?
Yo.
Keith, what you think about that? Go ahead.
I rock with the second half of the album. I think 26 tracks. You take maybe the intro and track number 4 from the first half.
Yes.
And then you take those 2 songs, and then right under it, you start at Nakamura and you go all the way down. The album's 10 out of 10 from that point. The first half is absolutely terrible and pointless to me. Second half, he was cooking. So I respect it.
I'm with you on that.
Bro,
Definitely.
That first song, I was like, okay, let me hear this. I was like, I see why y'all like this. I see why these young niggas like this shit. Then after that, I was like, I said Nakamura, going straight to that. Then you're right. So yeah, shout out to Uzi.
Yo,
Shout out
to Nakamura's song. Like, you had people who don't even really watch wrestling like that tapped in because they were like, yo, he sampled like a wrestler's theme song, and I thought that was cool. But you also had people that was gatekeeping. It was like, man, you didn't see him when he was wrestled Tanahashi at Tokyo Dome, so I don't know why Uzi's gonna say that in the song. And I'm like, bro,
yo, wait till Meek Mill tweets and be like, yo, man, Uzi sang violins. Yo, Uzi sang violins.
I don't want to see another Meek Mill tweet ever.
Not for nothing, but do you remember when Meek Mill sampled Undertaker's theme song and they took that shit down?
I knew you was going there. I
loved it.
I just want to know.
Shit down, like, immediately.
That's like one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life, bro.
Is
it was
it Miller?
so bad. How you losing the beef and then you do that?
Yeah. That's what he did, man. And then, just this past weekend, he was in the bathroom in the Hamptons taking pictures on the floor.
Of his hand. Too much liquor than my hand is perfectly centered. All right, Meek. Listen, Meek, it's all good, man.
Wrestling, bro, I don't care how fucked up I am. I'm never laying on a public bathroom floor at all. Y'all niggas weird.
It's Michael Rubin's Hampton's house.
Wrestling fans fickle though, because Westside Gunn been using WWE samples for God knows how long, and they give him the same energy they gave Uzi. I don't know why.
That's Uzi.
But
I can tell you exactly why, Mr. Southside Gunn, because Mr. Westside Gunn did not attempt to clear those samples before he used them.
What's the name of the announcer dude that was like, yo, you can't use my voice? Yeah, that man was tight, bro.
Yeah,
like, you can't use my voice. I'm gonna sue you guys.
He was gonna in this YSL Rico, pretty much. Yeah, he was
got cut a
telling
week
on cousin, and there you go. You feel me? Last thing on small package news: this upcoming weekend, Alex Hammerstone will defend the NLW World Heavyweight Championship. You like my announcer voice? Against man. Alex Kane. At Never Say Never. MLW, man. Yo, check this out. Do what you do what you supposed to do, and hand over the joint to the Boomaye. Salute to Alex Kane.
Kang suplex. You know what I mean? Like, listen, man, you know who I'm picking because
Marcus Kane, man. Hey, listen, bro, check this out. Behind enemy lines, alumni going crazy. Alex Kane finna smack Alex Hammerstone around. You feel me? Bollywood Boys was just on Dynamite tonight. We going up. It is what it is, man. Salute to them. They're going crazy.
You see what happens when when they part ways with us, they start going up. You know what I mean?
Listen, man, I don't know what it is, man. Are we Midas? We might be Midas. Listen, I need 19 suplexes in the first 7 minutes. Big Kane.
What's gonna happen?
I need 19. 19. Because you can hit like 6 of them in a row, and then turn it into something else, into another suplex in a row. Like, yeah. Man, I need that. Take that belt.
Speaking of belts,
man, I supported this man becoming world champion when he said he wanted to suplex Eddie Winslow off a building. I was like, this is my guy right here.
Yeah,
this is my guy right here.
Get out.
It's time. It's time, man. It's time for a change. It's time for a change, really. At this point. They got to do it.
It's got to be Kane. Salute to G Nation. Salute to Chris. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, go crazy, man. Hey, check this out. Battle of the Belts was announced for July the 15th. That is a Saturday. So that is going to be AEW Super Saturday. I just made that up. Don't listen to me. But Collision is, of course, on Saturdays. And then they're going to have Battle of the Belts. 7. Did I say 7? 7. Are any of these important? No. Now, Collision that same night does have the tournament finals for the Owen Hart Foundation Memorial Tournament. There's a lot of words in that. Now, I got to know, what do you guys think? I think the final 4 is Punk, Hobbs, Starks, and Samoa Joe. Who's winning this?
Hey, don't CM Punk and FTR Ball look like a before and after picture?
All right.
But I'm picking CM Punk because of what this has to be in his contract, right? And it has to be on Collision. I have to win on Saturday, and then I have to win the Owen Hart because I love the Harts more than anybody over here because I'm CM Punk. And I still have an answer for what I've done in the last year. But my elbow's okay, and I want to win this.
Nah, I'm not gonna pretend I know what the tournament bracket looking like. What's the bracket looking like right now?
Final 4: Samoa Joe, CM Punk, Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobbs.
Oh yeah, definitely CM Punk. Like definitely CM Punk.
Yeah, see, CM Punk win it. I think what I want to happen is Punk does a job for Powerhouse Hobbs. That's what I want.
Shit.
That would mean him getting his win back from Ricky Starks. Then he beats Punk. That catapults him to somebody you got to take serious at this point. They're not going to do it, but I mean, a man can dream. It's just going to be it's going to be Phil Brooks.
Philip.
Elon says Ricky Starks gonna win. Punk touched the trophy, which is bad luck. He definitely did touch the trophy.
He definitely touched the trophy. I saw that. I
See,
that.
I was, as soon as he touched the trophy, I was like, boom, bad luck, superstition. You're not supposed to do that. You feel me? And he looked dead in the camera before he did it. So he was trying to send a message of something, you feel me? But
bro, I don't believe that's bad luck. I seen this man bounce the Undertaker's urn off his arm with supposedly Paul Bear's ashes in it. Like, yo, man, I believe this man could do anything.
He lost that.
Touching the trophy. I know he lost that match.
He definitely lost.
That's a bull. I know he did. I know he lost that match.
No, I'll go even further back. No, this boy Ramon.
I believe in him now. It can't be twice.
Straight underneath the ladder. You know what I'm saying? That's way bad luck in one. So listen, if anybody can do it, it's the man that's getting paid the most. And I get paid more than all you people in this goddamn tournament. So.
Andy says Stanley Cup curse for the culture. Yeah, see, the thing is with that, I was thinking, as soon as he touched it, maybe he's not gonna win. But in that first promo on Collision, he came out with that bag and said, "This is mine until somebody pins me or submits me for it." So I don't think he's gonna lose a match until like he loses like a big match. Well, I kind of feel like he's going over here.
They're not gonna lose, and he's not gonna lose on free television. I don't it's gonna have to be at a big show. Him losing on free TV is absolutely pointless.
What's the women's final 4?
I have no idea.
I see somebody had Sky Blue up in there, so
Sky Blue's in it.
Sky Blue and Ruby Soho on one end.
Well, Ruby
being Sky Blue.
Britt Baker.
All right, Britt Baker is gonna be Britt Baker.
Ruby lost to
Ruby. Yeah, Ruby beat Britt Baker tonight, so she's moving on to.
They cheated. Yeah, they cheated.
Yeah, so Ruby's moving on to take on Sky Blue.
Yeah, what's up with Friday?
Ruby got it. Yo, Sky Blue definitely got to win that. Damn, who's gonna win?
There you go. G Nation, Willow and Athena, real nigga.
Yeah, Athena's winning the whole thing.
There you go. So
yeah,
she beating asses over there. I ain't gonna.
She's like, man. Y'all better calm down.
She folding people over there.
Bro,
I want 0 parts of her at all. Like she folding people over there.
Man,
folding women over there like comforters.
Nah, like when you have to have debates online, people are like genuinely concerned. They're like, "Yo, is this a work? She just shooting or whatever?" Like, yo, that's how I knew.
Yeah, it's none of your business.
Fucked with.
Watching and shut up.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Brent. I already forgot what I said. So whatever. So yeah, there we go. All in 70K. 75, right? 75. It was 74, 800 and something. You feel me? At the beginning of the week. No matches announced. Of course.
No matches announced. No features.
We're assuming they're going with Ospreay and Omega as, one of the main events, but we got nothing else. And they got 75,000 tickets sold. Y'all think they're going to sell this out? Marquise, what you think?
Yes.
Yeah? They gonna sell it out?
Yes. If they can get Brian, if Brian can get back in time to even do an appearance, some light, guaranteed. But I still feel like they're gonna pull something out the hat. They're gonna pull somebody out of nowhere. They're gonna make some big giant dream match we've never seen, and it's going to be an absolute barn burner. So I know for a fact they're gonna sell it out.
Wait.
Goldberg versus Wardlow.
Oh Lord Jesus!
I'm gonna throw up.
Big meaty men slapping meat. That's all I can see.
Hey, does it do 80,355 people like SummerSlam 92's Vince McMahon's Charlie Wilson numbers?
I think they're breaking that.
They're definitely breaking that.
Yeah,
but they got 75 with no matches.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think they break it.
Once they start announcing the matches, like every match on that card is going to be damn near main event. Like they're not gonna be trotting out small mid-carders. They're gonna go biggest match they can find.
That's crazy. All I can say is like WWE better start thanking Tony Khan for this one because they've been talking about for years, man, we can't have another big show over there. We don't know if the market is viable or whatever. We don't know, if we could do a WrestleMania over here, we could do numbers. It's kind of like when Disney was putting all their stuff on Netflix to see if they could have like their own streaming service. That's what that is. They're like, yo, y'all go out there. Y'all see if y'all can sell out the Wembley. Y'all see if y'all can sell out Wembley. And we'll just come out there and say, you know what? Y'all want a WrestleMania? Just test the waters. Bro, that's all that was.
Bro, they sold out Wembley in 92 with Bret Hart versus British Bulldog.
It ain't 92 no more.
Crack.
Yeah.
Bret, I'm fucked.
Bro, you think they can't do 2 nights at Wembley next year?
Hey, they can't do next year.
They can do whatever they can do.
No, they can't, bro. They literally can't. They literally can't. They have WrestleMania booked up for the next 2 years at least.
Exactly.
So it's like I don't know what the point of trotting John Cena out to go talk about that with them niggas other than
he's talking too much. He's chatty.
He was campaigning, but I don't see them going to London anytime
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably won't. I feel like it won't be until like 2030.
Not for Mania.
It has to be like 45 or something, like something that has to be like a 5, like divisible by 5 or 2. You know what I'm saying? Just man, you know what I'm saying? 3s, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit.
Yeah. Let's see what they do on Dynamite. Oh yeah, man. They talked about Blood and Guts, Blackpool Combat Club versus the Elite. Of course, there are 2 unfilled slots. This is a 5-on-5. We got Hangman, Kenny, and the Bucks against Yuta, Mox, Claudio, and Takeshita. Does Ibushi show up? Like, how do they round out these teams? You feel me? Like, and then maybe Shota Umino, you know what I'm saying, on the other side, you know what I'm saying, Moxley, little bro.
Yeah, that's gonna be Daniel Bryan with one arm. I'm saying he's gonna wrap his arm up like a pass rusher with a broken arm. You know what I'm saying? Like that club. He's gonna come in there with that club. Like...
Put a brace on it.
Give him the what was it? The Lex Luger. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
The
titanium plate.
You get the little titanium plate.
Yeah, you feel me?
He killed Bret Hart in Vegas with that.
Stiff ass clotheslines.
Blood in front of white bitches with flaming mirrors. Like, what? Come on, blood. You gotta do me better than that.
Hey, salute to you. White bitches, flaming mirrors. Sounds like a good time to me.
In Vegas in 93.
Sorry. Anyways. Blind Eliminator Tournament. Y'all feeling this the MJF Adam Cole thing?
No.
The back and forth. Are we friends? Are we friends?
I think it's funny. Like, I know this is not gonna end well. I know it's gonna end with them like with MJF turning on him and everything like that. Like, I already knew that was a dead giveaway when MJF starts like, oh, you're my buddy and my pal, starts putting his arm around you, got custom merch like off a tag team that's just been matched together is a bad sign already. Shout out to Y2 AJ.
Y2 AJ.
Like that's like already a sign. Like, but it's funny. It's funny right now. Like, especially with him coming out doing the full entrance right alongside Adam Cole, and Adam Cole's just like at the end of it when they had like the birthday segment in the ring, like finally just being like, you know what, you're not that bad, and just like letting him like kind of be friends with him, like letting his guard down. But we all know where it's gonna go. But I'm just along for the ride.
Marquise,
at first I was very skeptical, and then I was watching Adam's stream when Max called him.
Okay.
That's what sold it for me. That's when I was like, okay, hold on. They're really going full BTE with this. Like, they're doing this outside of the parameters of the show. Mm-hmm. When he called him on stream, like, it didn't feel like it felt like a real phone call where this man is really trying to like get off the phone, and Max is holding him hostage. And we've all had that conversation with somebody that held us hostage on the phone. You trying your best to get off, and they just keep talking to you, keep bringing up something else. As soon as he said, I'm gonna go, it felt awkward. Like, I was like, does he feel like, is he in the mood to really play Halo right now? I don't think he's in the mood. Like, I feel like he just wants to chill right now. Max just messed up the whole vibe.
This should reminded me of when MVP and Matt Hardy was running around with each other.
That was funny. That's the greatest one. That's the best one of all time to me.
But I like that whole like, will they coexist? Because like, yo, they're not, but like if we feel like it, we can. Like, I understand plenty of makeshift tag teams win tag titles, but this is gonna lead up to a little match. But yo, I like that shit.
It's a whole bunch of 2-man power trips, bro.
Yo, a whole bunch of 2-man power trips. And if you complain about the other ones, complain about this one. I don't give a fuck if you like these guys or not.
So the teams are, of course, Adam Cole and MJF. Keith Lee and Swerve lost tonight to Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy. They move on. Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia are a team. We don't have brackets for this tournament. We don't know how many teams are in this tournament. We don't know.
They just be springing them on you, bro. They just like, oh yeah, well,
it's literally blind.
They came out with Butcher and Daddy Magic, and then Matt Hardy and Jeff Jarrett, and then they came out with Brian Cage and Big Bill and Trent Beretta and Matt Sydal. Where's the bracket?
Who's letting Trent Beretta do anything without Orange Cassidy? First off,
forget where they getting all these names and putting them together from. Where did they find Matt Sydal? Where's he been? ROH?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been
He's a champ, right?
Listen, they got as many matches as a Uzi album. You feel me? Every week. I'm not doing that.
I'm sorry, but I seen this earlier. Yo, Elon said like, for Darby Allin winning, if he do, Meek. Don't do it, Meek, please.
Don't do it. Tony Khan was at that party too, by the way.
The all-white party?
Yeah, the all-white party. He was there last year too, but he was there this year. He took a picture with Michael Strahan.
Blood, Grant Williams was there. Who invited Grant Williams?
Bro, the Illuminati was there clearly because there's a lot of suspect photos. There's a lot of stuff going on. I don't know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Salute the people.
When did French Montana get braids?
A year ago? 2 years ago? Something like that?
Word.
It's been a minute.
I got jokes, huh?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I got a question. So you said the Illuminati was there.
Gotta be.
Is Tony Khan part of the Illuminati, or is he like trying to get in there? Because like maybe that would save the Collision numbers right now because they doing bad.
See, what happened was Tony Khan was at the party, right? And then he was going to try to get into the Illuminati, but Kid Cudi had to leave early, you feel me? So he couldn't take him to the actual meeting, you feel me? So there you go.
Rick Ross was there. That's his partner, right?
If you've seen House Party,
did you know?
I hate Kid Cudi. He's horrible. He's a horrible person. He's a horrible individual, a horrible artist. And I never want to hear anything from him ever again. He had 2 good songs. 2.
I'm with you.
Wow.
You don't.
I'm with
So
I
you
give
don't
it one
like
song.
humming, is what I'm saying.
No.
That's what I'm picking up here. You don't like to get a humming.
Bro, if I want to hear humming, I'll listen to Travis Scott. He
Y'all
does
get
it
some
now.
Ricola or something.
Yeah,
He hums better than Kid Cudi. So I'm with
Oh, not Kid Cudi slander.
Are you a Kid Cudi fan? I'm so sorry.
Am I not? Bro, I'm literally collecting all his vinyls right now, bro.
That's a horrible decision, man. I wish you
Man.
would. That's crazy.
That's crazy. I've been a Cudi fan forever, bro.
But you can
Listen,
Lupe
man.
Fiasco feel way better.
Hey.
I mean,
maybe I really hate Kid
Lupe.
Cudi. Maybe I'm a big Coil Ray fan, and I saw the rating that you gave her album. And I've been planning.
Out with that.
Oh, that block, man.
Chill out with that, bro.
They cooked. It was
oh my god. I had national publications like Complex calling me a goddamn hater.
So you don't want to catch another flight?
I said one thing, and she went on a whole marketing rollout tour for her album talking about what I said.
Yeah,
that's why she catching these jokes, and it won't stop.
She's still
talking. Had the album sold well, I'd have had to delete my whole entire account, but it didn't do that. So I'm good. That album did terrible. That album went double paper towel.
It's crazy,
bro. It was like what 102 on the Billboard Top 100.
Yep, 102. Yep, yep.
That's crazy.
10K. Yep.
Salute to Coil Ray, man.
No,
instead of attacking me, download or join.
Don't salute.
Talking about.
Listen, baby. I wish you well. You feel me? You know, what I'm talking about. Come holler at me.
I wish you get better skills.
Yeah,
you rap better.
Yeah,
stop using damn James Brown samples.
Yeah. That was featuring James Brown was fucking nuts. I said, wait, what?
Song playing. I said, is this James Brown? Is
she
serious right
now? The last time,
name me a better Benzino song than that player shit.
We gonna throw the party, rock the party, drink Bacardi, freaks.
I see booty.
You know the lyrics to a Benzino song?
Bum.
Not double penny. Oh my god,
man. Because girls are players too. Yes, indeed.
Not
yes,
double
indeed.
Copper.
Oh my god,
got nothing better than his daughter.
Hey.
Nothing.
Tweet that shit. I'm gonna tweet that shit when we done.
Benzino is Del Curry of his family. Well, he's definitely Del Curry of his family.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh. All right, man. Let's go ahead and move on. Anything else on AEW tonight that was anything remotely important? They did some dope shit. We talked about that. Oh, real quick before we move on, because there's one thing that we didn't mention. Roderick Strong got beat the fuck up on Collision.
Oh, man.
That's why we got this whole
stretched out
coming back up between CM Punk and Samoa Joe. It was a warning shot. Bow. You feel me? Southside Gunn. Bow. You know what I'm talking about? But Roddy was on Dynamite tonight. He said, "What's up with you and MJF, Adam? How come you guys are friends?" I don't know. Is he gonna turn on Adam Cole?
Nah, I'd beat CM Punk's ass if I was him, because CM Punk was out there watching him get his ass beat by Samoa Joe, and then was decided to be like, "Why you putting your hands on him? You can leave him alone." Like, you just saw him slam this man and didn't do nothing.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Get the chair, bro.
You saw him pick him up and hold him for a good little minute before he dropped him on his head.
Yeah.
Is it CM-FTR backbreak, or is it CM-FTR like, listen, you ain't gang, dog. Listen, come on, Joe. Why you kicking him in the head? Like,
exactly. Well, because Adam was already there checking on Roddy. So what did Punk need to like? Punk had to be the center of attention in that moment. Now he made it about himself, and this man fighting for his life, getting stretched out, and you made it about you.
Samoa Joe
Roddy. I don't think Roddy would turn on Adam, because I feel like you got to bring Kyle O'Reilly in the situation. I feel like Roddy wouldn't turn on Adam unless Kyle was there.
No, Kyle got to beat up Bobby Fish just because.
You don't mention Bobby Fish.
Yeah, just pull up.
You leave Bobby Fish where he is.
Yeah, man.
Beat him up on like a little.
Where's the lie?
And look in the mirror. Just go ahead. Take a quick look. I promise you'll see it. I promise
His
you.
ass whooping Tom's lunch.
Man.
What you talking about?
Yo.
I got one more thing to say about AEW before we move off of this.
Please,
So Jungle Boy pulled up and he's requesting like a match for the FTW title against Hook. And I have a theory why Jungle Boy really turned heel. What if it's like when Barnacle Boy wanted to be called Barnacle Man and Jungle Boy's been wanting to be called Jungle Man all this time, but he hasn't wanted to admit it? Like, what if it's something like that?
Nah.
That's
if they start calling him Jungle Man? What if he might turn babyface again?
Hey, what if he just wanted to win a belt and then defend it 90210 days?
You was cooking for a second. And then you lost me when you made the comparison. Like you was cooking for a quick
Jungle
second.
Man.
Barnacle Man. You feel me? I'm with you. Just for that.
Think,
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's not actually a bad idea. Like I feel like they can realistically do that. Like they could justify it by saying he wanted to be a man.
Yeah. So he wanted to be Barnacle Man.
And he wanted a full-size Krabby Patty too.
Listen, I don't have any SpongeBob drops, but I have. Good shit.
Oh my god!
You ready to go to question of the week, my friend?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
All right. Well, if you got the mail key, you can go ahead and check because I lost mine. We was on hiatus. I was at this bitch house. You feel me? And I left it and my do-rag. It's crazy. You feel me? But hey, man, do your thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yo, you said we was on hiatus and that was at my bitch house.
Yo, question of the week this week. Which match would you like to see on the SummerSlam card? Charlotte Flair versus Asuka versus Bianca Belair, Bianca Belair versus Charlotte Flair, or Asuka versus Io Sky. We also took a poll on this too, but you guys gave us your individual answers as well. 47% said Flair versus Asuka versus Bianca Belair. That sounds like a good one right there. Shout out to 804 Confidential. Just want Io to set whoever and turn up like the way she did in NXT. Like, bro, that's what we all want. Japanese, bitch. Shout out to G_Nation23. Asuka versus Io Sky, only because the Golden Girl Charlotte more than likely going to win the other two matches listed. All right, look, she might go on a little vacation again. You never know. Shout out to Young Black _Man, Bianca Belair versus Asuka versus Charlotte. Shout out to No Bad No, definitely a triple threat. Bianca can do this again. That's when she hit the double KOD in NXT. Shout out to Kyrie, definitely. Shout out to Wrestling Fan, Bianca versus Io 2. I'm definitely trying to see that again. All of these sound good. Shout out to I'm Dustin Kyle, Asuka versus Io. I feel would be perfect for SummerSlam card and would be an incredible matchup. Let me see. They want to say if they want to push Asuka versus Io, then I guess the triple threat would be second best option. All right, let me go down through here. Let me see. Shout out to Mr. Unknown. Raw needs Io. And I'm gonna end it off right here with David Johnson at Big Fella Edit 79 triple threat, and then Io cashes in and beats the winner. I simply want Io to walk out champion. We all do.
Yeah, he said, "Give me all of them." He said,
which one got the black? Which one got the black woman in it? That's what
A
I want.
and B.
I want Ab.
Okay, you want Ab. Instagram, let's see. AJ of RDP says A or B. All right, come on, bro. A or B plus C. You got it, my G. Sheena, salute to Sheena. I think Sheena's in the chat. She says C for EO and Asuka. And Deja says between A and C. On the Instagram poll, however, let's see who won that one. If I can find it. Okay, so boom, here we go. All right, so on the Instagram poll, the triple threat was 38%. Flair versus Bianca was 14%, and Asuka versus Io won with 48%, according to the Instagram frenemy. So salute to them, salute to y'all, salute to Twitter. Fuck Elon.
Straight up. Straight up.
Oh, my bad. I don't want to ignore the chat. My apologies. Let's see. Hi Hound says C. Saul says, I hope it wasn't a velvet do-rag. That's hilarious. Andrew says Oscar versus Io. Brent says C is too early. Let's see. Elon says B, so Bianca can beat all four of the horsewomen. Yep, that's pretty much what's gonna happen. There you go. All right, Keith, what you think?
I don't want Io to cash in that contract at all. Not now, not in the next month, not at SummerSlam. Give us a contract cash in that's been festering. That I want Dolph Ziggler-esque minus the losing part of him having that contract, because he lost a lot as the holder, but it would make more sense for her to just be doing her own thing with Bayley, and they have their own little thing going on over there, and then eventually she cashes in on what's going on with the women who are actively involved in the title picture, whoever that may be at the time. But build a storyline. Don't just do a cash in just for the sake of having a damn cash in. Like they've been doing that with the women for years.
I feel you on that, because you got to look at it like literally the cash-ins have been like same night or within a month of like winning it. Like outside of Carmella, it's really been like immediate cash-ins, like same night. I agree with what you're saying.
The women haven't gone outside of a week.
Yeah, Carmella's the only person to have ever held the contract for more than 2 days.
Like I think it's 273 or something like that.
Yeah, she held it for almost a year, which in theory was a good idea, because even though they didn't build a story for it, it literally came out of nowhere. Because we almost had forgotten she was even Money in the Bank winner at the same time. So when it actually happened, it was a genuine surprise. And I would rather them just build a story around the damn contract rather than you just having her cashing in just because you want to have this big shock moment. Like do a story. You can do it. It's not hard. It's right in front of you. You have the people to do it. Do a damn story.
In order to do that, you're gonna have to get Bayley one of them belts. Now, get Bayley one of them belts.
That would be
the
idea. I agree.
Get Bayley one of them belts, you know what I mean? That way you can get this little damage control situation out the way that y'all been bitching about. You know what I mean? I'm saying that you can bring Dakota back, you know what I'm saying? Dakota, you know what I'm saying heal up, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. You know what I mean? Get better for that knee. And then like she can be like, oh my God, who am I gonna pick? Are we gonna coexist as a group? You know what I'm saying? Like get Bayley one of them belts, and then you let us, I'm gonna cast it my contract on you. When you'll know. But just know I'm gonna cash in on you.
Sheena says it'll be a chance to build a strong women's story outside of the title. And I agree with that.
They need.
Yeah. And also, like, not for nothing, there was a report earlier this week that the idea behind the Asuka, Bianca, Charlotte revolving feud thing is to build Asuka back up and kind of make her like a wanted champion with a target on her back, and she have to overcome like those obstacles. And so hopefully they don't just like kill that whole thing and be like, all right, get a title to Charlotte again.
Nah, if I can miss you and kick you in your face, you know what I'm saying? I'm up 2 on you already. So,
I'm with you on that, my friend. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch gears and let's talk about. All right, I guess we can go ahead and keep talking about the women. Let's go ahead and do it. Ronda Rousey reportedly has a hard out
Oh my
from
God.
WWE and wants to work a program with Shayna Baszler before she leaves, which is why apparently we're seeing this whole program pop up out of nowhere with the two former besties. You feel me?
Okay, so what was the point of you like complaining and going to Vince and doing these interviews, stuff like that, where you were talking about, I want to build the women's roster back up, the women's tag team division back up, just to be like, all right, man, y'all take it easy. I'm out. I'll see y'all later. It don't make sense, bro. This woman is a psychopath.
Bro. No, get it out. Get it out. Get it out.
You might need to you might need to ISO Ben. Like I feel like you got some strong feelings.
Yeah, you got a lot going on.
He's right. He's 100% right. She sat there and complained the entire time and practically begged for the tag titles. And they gave her what she asked for. She still found a way to complain, and now you just want to quit. You just want to be done. You got
articles or nothing either.
Everything you asked for. Literally, you walked in the company, they pushed you, they gave you every single match that you ever wanted. They paid you so much. You literally ended up having to force somebody out of the company because they prioritized you. And you still found a way to complain. Like the women's tag division was specifically supposed to be designed around Mercedes and Bayley. Then it was supposed to be Mercedes and Trinity. Didn't happen. We all know the story. We all know what happened. Either way it go, Ronda got what she wanted. It's still not enough, so you're going to leave. So what was the point of asking for all of that in the first place?
I just need articles. You know what I'm saying? They were crying in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see none of that. I mean,
what did you think about okay, so check this out. I didn't like the turn at Money in the Bank.
Oh my God.
Because you've been fighting with me for like the last 10 minutes against these hoes.
But how you ever just been like so sick of somebody that, like the straw that broke the camel's back? You were just like, I haven't seen somebody get smoked with an M in the middle of their forehead since Rick Ross jumping off a diving board. Like it was upset, bro. It was so crazy.
The turn made no sense because they didn't even hint at it during the match.
Bro,
or just did a normal tag in to the back like you always do.
We've been friends for so long, though. Like we've been friends for so long. Like when you've been friends for that long, like if I'm just like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? She did what? You know what I mean? Punch her in the back of her head. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even care about this.
You couldn't have these feelings 10 minutes ago before this match started. You had to wait until you waited literally 10 minutes into the match, and then you did it. What?
Hey, have you ever been doing 8 minutes of work at work, and then somebody come in a minute and a half and say that they did something, and you yelled at them?
I mean, yeah, but that's not the point. The point is
that's the point. You know what I'm saying? I can choke you out right here. I'm gonna choke you out right here in front of Liv Morgan and Girl-O.
Like she literally just decided, you know what, I'm done.
That's it.
Like that was like basically like quitting in the middle of your shift. You feel me? Like I'm going on break. I'm gone.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So Ben, what's up with the promo that Shayna cut on Monday?
I like the promo. I like the promo a lot, but there's still a disconnect for me. I'm just like, yo, I really liked Shayna going out there, you know, giving her all for the promo. I feel like, yo, this could be beneficial for her in the long run, but it's still a disconnect for me where I'm just like, okay, y'all been going strong, and now you like talking about she fake as fuck. I'm like, bro, we could have had this conversation early. You know what I mean? Like these aren't feelings that just sprout up out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like these are like stuff that's been there and been in her system. And then when she came out and like, let's win the tag titles, you could have been like, nah, you fake. I don't want to do nothing with you. I don't want no parts of you. Like, you could have done that.
But you could have done that when you first got called up, then, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean
but I like
she could have did that from the moment they put them together as a team. I mean,
they always been a team. They've been a team since they were showing up at NXT shows together. When she was at NXT stuff, like she could have did all that shit.
Shayna was on her team, was on Ronda's team on the Ultimate
Fighter, and she got smoked the first episode. I watched that shit.
She got
shout out to Roxanne Modafferi.
That's why she's a pro wrestler. that's why she's in WWE now, because she got choked out that bad.
No, she got kicked in her head too.
That was tough.
That didn't help.
Yikes. Oh man. Okay. Well, hey, salute to Ronda, salute to Shayna. Maybe SummerSlam. I don't know if this is just going to be a complete like
I don't want to see
that feud. Like
you gotta do the match. Get her up out of here, man. Because you
That's
owe her. You pay her more than everybody else.
I'm not watching that match. I'm not watching it. I'm sorry. Like, with all due respect to both of them, I'm not watching that. I'm going to go get some popcorn. I'm going to take a bathroom break or something. I'm not watching that. I don't want to see that.
I need if Shayna does it like Brock Lesnar did John Cena, then I'm watching it.
Nah, they got to have this match in the Lions Den or something. Like,
in the Heart Dungeon. You know what I'm saying? Natty got to be the referee.
Put it in the fight pit. I'll watch it then.
Yo, put it in
the fight pit. You put it in not no damn NXT or Raw Underground. Just the whole Timothy Thatcher, Matt Riddle.
Oh, okay.
Fight pit. Let them go. I'll watch it then.
I mean, if you got Raw Underground with some hoes there, that'd be good. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Not this holeless one. Like, what we talking about here? NXT. Come on, Sean. You know better than that.
Man.
Nah, bro. Sean can't have that going on, bro. Sean got Bible study on Tuesday. Not Tuesday. He got Bible study on Wednesday. He walk in there, got the hoes out there, like on the Raw Underground. What he gonna say to his pastor, man? What he gonna say to his pastor when he says, "Brother Hickenbottom, I gotta talk to you for a second."
Listen. Paul said,
"Deacon Hickenbottom." Come here, brother.
Come over here, man. Like, yo, no, look at me with that eye. Come on, man. You can't. Yeah. Like, I already know that eye. I don't see nothing. Look at me with the other eye, bro. Come on.
The kids see you play drums every Sunday, brother Hickenbottom. This is the thanks that we get.
You think
current events?
You think they call Shawn Michaels Deke at church?
Deke. HBD. Yo, HBD. Yo, go take a picture with the kids.
Or is he like the bishop, like HBK, like and the B is for bishop? All right, I'm doing too much. All right, cool. So, anyways,
Bishop Hickenbottom.
Bishop Hickenbottom booked your boys in a loser leaves NXT match, and the Creed brothers are no longer. They're no longer. They lost this match to the Dyad. Schism may or may not have a new member. I don't know if that was Joe Gacy or Tank Ledger. I don't know who else has that frame and that facial hair.
Yo, NXT. Judas and Brutus lost the grizzled young Schism.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. So my question to you guys: Raw, SmackDown, where would you like to see the Creed brothers? Marquise,
whatever they want.
Raw. I don't think Raw has enough tag teams, and it's a good enough show for them to become the faces of the tag division over there. I mean, because we're waiting on New Day to come back, but outside of Imperium, which I think they would have amazing matches with, of course, Kevin and Sammy on both shows. I mean, you got War Machine. I don't call them the Viking Raiders. You got War Machine.
Not doing it.
I don't call them the Viking Raiders. War Machine to me. You got them. And they're feuding with Alpha Academy. Then you got the male models who are just a jobber team. So realistically, you don't have that many teams to really go through. So I would basically just use the Creeds as the cornerstone of your tag division. And then eventually, when you do want to separate them, because we all know what's going to happen, they see Julius as that guy. They do. once it happens, at least you've already established him as like a top tier talent kind of guy who can hold that spot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can separate niggas that look that much alike. And it just sounds like you just named something that they should be on SmackDown because you just named a whole bunch of tag teams on Raw. I don't even know who's over there on SmackDown.
Well,
Usos,
SmackDown
you know?
has you got the
LWO.
Profits, you got the Club, you got
Pretty Deadly.
which I want them to stay as far away from Pretty Deadly as possible. I want them to eventually go against Pretty Deadly, but Pretty Deadly should be the faces of the SmackDown tag division, and then you have the Creeds be the faces of the Raw tag division. So eventually, at some point, they collide, and you have two of the best teams in the entire company going against each other. But the SmackDown tag team side is completely clogged. You throw the Creeds over there, they just gonna get lost in the shuffle.
Well, get out there and swim out of it then.
Yo, all right, man. I see what you're saying about them going to Monday Night Raw. I can feel. I kind of want them to join Alpha Academy. Like,
shush.
Thank you.
You know what?
I'm not opposed to that.
That's pretty good, man.
I could get Gable to the main event spot one day, man. We trying to get Gable to that main event.
Yeah,
They could be the new NWO if you get them over there.
That's kind of fire. Yeah, because I just thought about it. Like SmackDown has LWO, they got the Brawling Brutes, they got Hit Row. You know, like I mean, Raw has.
We don't count Hit Row.
Hey, check this out. We don't do that here. We root for black people.
No. I'm not rooting against them.
But you're not rooting for them.
I didn't say I wasn't rooting for them.
All right, I'm not letting you finish.
We're gonna root for them individually.
Hit the like button, like Hit Row.
Yeah, I root for both. I root for AJ and I root for Ashante. I don't want to put them as a team. They're both individuals because they ain't one as a team yet.
No, they're a gang.
I see what you mean. And with that, I'm gonna shut up more because he had a great point and I stepped all over it. Now, let's go ahead and talk about somebody that I guess is they said was old. They said was maybe too old.
Yeah.
Is he also a Barnacle Man as well?
Yeah.
Hey, look, man.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't do that.
Slate Randall, Eli Drake, Max Dupree.
Barnacle Drake.
LA Knight, man. Let's talk about it, bro. Is it nighttime? The Rock and Stone Cold Fusion Dance, baby, gets over. Ben, give it to me, man.
All right.
What's up, bro?
This week, Kevin Nash gone on his show and said that he feels that LA Knight is direct ripoff and nothing special. He feels like he's a ripoff of The Rock. And like, I just feel like I gotta say this. Like, you could definitely see those old school elements in LA Knight. You could definitely see it like with his cadence, the way he walks out there and everything like that. But it's throwback elements. He's not going out there and saying, like, can you smell what LA Knight is cooking, or like throwing the people's elbow and stuff like that. Like, and you got a whole lot of people calling him a ripoff. I've seen that too, like from other people. But let's not act like dude that was in the group with Kevin Nash didn't take everything that was superstar Billy Graham, put it into his character, and act like that man never existed. It was so bad, superstar Billy Graham had to get an entire new gimmick after Hogan came in and stole all his shit. Like, Ric Flair took Buddy Rogers' name, bro. He took that man's whole name and was like, yo, I'm just going to put that over here in front of my shit. And nobody batted an eye. And it might be a social media thing. It might be a new age thing where everybody likes to, be like, oh, man, he paying homage, or, oh, he got that from there, that they weren't doing that back then. But, like, I just feel like he's a throwback. I don't think he's stealing. I just think, like, yo, he's just, like, picking elements from there and, like, crafting a character together, because he's been doing this whole character since TNA.
Yeah. Global Force. Like,
bro, Ponzi scheme. He was doing it in the middle of a Ponzi scheme, bro.
Global. He was the world champion during the Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
Like, I totally agree with you. I think he's not a ripoff because everything to me feels natural. It doesn't feel forced. He was the same way when he was on the damn reality show that The Rock was hosting, like way back when on TNT. Like, he's been that larger than life type character, and I respect it because he stayed true to himself. He may remind you of those certain superstars back in the day, but he's not ripping anything off when everything he's done is be nothing but original.
And for Kevin Nash to say some shit like, yo, when was the last time your best friend Paul Levesque won the world title? What was that, 2016? How old was he?
Oh, he was old.
Oh, man, I don't want to hear
Nash isn't talking about he's old, though. He's just saying that he's stealing from The Rock.
Well, you stole from Big John Studd, nigga. Like, you want to keep it a band. Like, everybody gets something from everybody else. Like, that's how wrestling goes.
He ain't
like,
saying
otherwise, nobody will be doing DDTs and suplexes and even doing collar elbow tie-ups anymore for you wrestling purists out there, you pieces of shit. Like, yo, what are you niggas talking?
Hey, yo, man, you really said something right there. He ain't saying nothing to Bullet Club.
He ain't said none, and he's not gonna say none, especially now because the guns are in BC Gold. He gonna keep his mouth shut. He's not gonna say nothing to Bullet Club. Like, he may have hinted, but he ain't gonna say nothing.
And also, not for nothing, the whole NWO storyline, Eric Bischoff directly admitted, he's like, I stole that shit from New Japan. I just lifted that shit and just put it over here. They had never seen it before. Like, let's not act like anything in any form of entertainment is original. Let's not act like let alone wrestling, where anything is original. Nothing is new out here. Everything is rehashed, redone. People have gotten inspiration from other people and then put those elements into their character or whatever. Like, bro, you got like, yo, the other thing, like, people get these characters from movies, music, everything. Like, come on, man.
Straight up, Nash. You was out there on WCW wearing FUBU, Jordans, all types of shit. Don't act like you ain't never heard of a remix, my nigga. Like, don't do that.
You were Super Shredder. You were literally Super Shredder. You were Super Shredder. You were the new remix version of Super Shredder, man. Come on, dog.
That's crazy, my G. That's crazy.
No.
Let's see. Sheena says Priest won, and he's a couple of months older than Knight.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. Priest was old when he was Punishment Martinez in ROH.
Yeah.
He was old. He was getting older then.
Yeah, he was doing like Hank Hill and shit.
Talk on it.
Yeah, so I don't think that, the age thing shouldn't be an issue, and I don't think the gimmick of LA Knight is an issue.
Bro, they've been giving old niggas belts for years. Like, what are you talking about? Like what are we even speaking about right now? Like, listen, the more experienced, the better. He's been champion everywhere else. Yo, Vinny Vegas is for sure. Yo, that's funny.
Salute to G Nation in the chat.
Yo, Vinny. Yo, you what was he? Yo, wasn't he Oz? Yo, Oz was for sure. Yo, man, Kane was a way better Oz than you.
Yes,
and he was a dentist before he was Oz. Listen, all right, Kev.
Noob says Asuka is a year older than LA Knight. I mean, that's great, but Asuka got titties and shit, and she be cooking, and she's hella funny. So I don't really care to compare her to LA Knight.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she got a belt.
I'm just saying,
I have to finish the story.
The end.
Cody said winning the world heavyweight title from Seth would not be finishing the story.
Oh, really?
Because it's not. That's not the title he came back to win. He came back to win the WWE Championship.
They didn't even have this shit when I came back.
nigga, you need to win something other than Hell in a Cell match. You know what I mean? With half of your left side.
Out.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My whole left side. You know what I mean? Like Cedric the Entertainer. Like what Like, you gotta win something. Like, how dare you?
Nah, bro. Like, this just goes on to further the point that this new world title, this is a consolation prize, bro. Like, Cody was like, I don't want no parts of that shit. I'd rather get my brains beat in by Brock Lesnar than ever hold that shit on my shoulder, bro.
Cody said, "Look,
if Brock don't want it, then I don't want it.
6 months to a year from now, that title is going to mean so much more, and Seth's going to do such a great job with it. And then, at that point, when people forget about it being a consolation prize, maybe I'll take a crack at it.
It'll never be a consolation. It'll never not be a consolation prize. As long as Cody's in the company chasing Roman, it's going to be a consolation prize. It's going to always feel like that.
So was the World Heavyweight Championship a consolation prize when Batista and them was hanging it, or does somebody?
No, that's completely different.
No, that's completely different.
It's completely different because the circumstance of why we even have this title in the first place is because they too scared to book this man to lose.
Or is it because that nigga got 3 belts?
Well, they gave them to him.
He
do have 3 belts or not?
I genuinely find it funny that he kept the other 2. Like, he didn't have to, but he kept it, and it's like he keeps stacking them, and he's doing it on purpose to troll people at this point.
Yeah, but he got a Paul Heyman to carry it around.
I genuinely find that hilarious. I enjoy it.
This, like, I enjoy that element as well. This is some boxer shit. Like, yo, you're gonna carry in every belt I ever won when I defend this world title. Like, I'm not gonna let you forget what I won. Like,
he carried everything.
That's hard.
No, Paul Heyman carrying everything.
He's a belt collector with 1 title.
Yeah,
it's recognized as 1 championship, but he's still a belt collector.
He just got hella colorways and shit.
He looked like Kurt Angle in 2009 or 2008 when he was in TNA. He had all the damn titles in one night.
Bobby Lashley. Well, Bobby Lashley had like 16 belts on him once. I'm like, okay, Bobby. And a headband. I was like, okay, you got the headband on too, Bobby? Okay.
And then was trying to get the women's title too.
He was trying to get the women's title. That was funny. He was trying to really want to fade with the women.
Yo.
Hey, who had an ODB? If she had it, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Hey, man, we can make a case for that.
All right, well, shit, since we here and we talking about it, man, Roman lost on Saturday, of course. He got pinned by Jey Uso, as y'all know. This upcoming Friday, we got Tribal Court. We finna see what's the next chapter of the Bloodline saga and what's next for Roman Reigns, the Usos, Solo, and them.
It was Solo. He's running the Bloodline. Light-skinned brother from the bank. It's Solo. He's running this. It's bigger than Roman Reigns.
Roman finna catch a thumb. He finna catch a thumb.
So what happens here? Is this just leading us? This is, of course, the inception of whatever happens at SummerSlam, I'm assuming. But like, what is this next phase, this next chapter of the Bloodline look like to you guys? Like, what do you guys think is gonna happen next? Like, he's just gonna beat
Roman Jey 1-on-1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it's.
I personally would rather see Roman drop the titles to Jey, but that's not gonna happen. So just get the 1-on-1.
Okay. This is perfect. Because we just had this conversation briefly on Saturday after Jey pinned Roman. Now, if Jey is the one and he does happen to beat Roman Reigns, what do you say they do with Jimmy Uso?
Throw him in the mid card. Or have him tag with Solo. You can really do anything. Jimmy can cut a promo. He can wrestle by himself. He's got singles victories. You can throw him in the mid card. It's fine. You can keep him in the main event because we all seen Jey and Jimmy both have main event 1-on-1 matches and they be good. So you don't have to separate them. You don't have to have one turn on the other. You can just literally have Jey do his own thing, Jimmy do his own thing, Solo do his own thing. They brothers, they gonna watch each other back. But you don't have to feel like you gotta force Jimmy to be next to him the whole time. Jimmy can go do his own thing, go get the U.S. title. Jay was about to do it before he got screwed out of the match.
Yeah, I was just about to head there with that. Like, yeah, he definitely could win the U.S. title or at least be in that division and that conversation with it, because Austin Theory ain't doing shit with that belt. Like, they need somebody. Like, I'm at the level right now where I take anybody to hold that title over Austin Theory.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, and I don't mean to take us left, or take us back, but LA Knight, Austin Theory, is that good enough for right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Put a title. I don't care what title you put on this man, LA Knight. Give him something, because he's constantly beat the bad booking.
Yeah.
He's done it twice now, where you gave him the whole thing with the Maxwell Male models. He beat that. You gave him Bray Wyatt. He beat that. He's organically the most over person in the entire company. Give him something to do besides just be cannon fodder for somebody, be a job for somebody. Like, give him a real serious program. And if they thinking about turning Austin Theory face, you have it right there.
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
that's disgusting. Listen,
yeah,
Austin Theory, drop that belt to Dominic Mysterio, and them saying, and let that boy LA Knight beat him. Boom. You're welcome, Paul.
Well, they got to turn LA Knight face, first, and I think that's what they're waiting on. And this is probably the program to do it, because it's like Austin Theory's doing absolutely nothing of note.
He's already face.
Yeah, they just Cena. He didn't prove Cena right. They didn't have Grayson Waller come out there and do the Austin Theory Cena promo, and he smoked that shit. So,
bro,
how do you turn a nigga face though? Like,
so it's organic. It's the same way that the New Day turned face all those years ago when they was just coming out getting booed, and when they went against the League of Nations, they magically were faces out of nowhere because it happened organically. The same thing happened with Seth Rollins literally not too long ago. All it took was the theme song. LA Knight just comes out, says, no, and then immediate pop. Everybody loves it. So, like, the reaction that he got when he was literal seconds from winning Money in the Bank, the roof was going to blow off the building. He's that. You have no choice. He's going to be a face no matter what. We're not going to boo him. So you just got to accept it at this point.
Noel says, if you ask me, LA Knight turned face when he cooked Logan Paul. Go ahead, Ben.
And like for LA Knight, you got to look at it like he's gotten past the point where they have been like acknowledging the fact that the crowd is on his side, even though he is still officially listed as a bad guy. Like back in the day, like if there was a bad guy and the crowd was still cheering him, they would completely ignore it. They're like, you'd hear Jerry Lawler be like, this crowd is they're really tearing into, whoever, while the crowd is actually like cheering him on. And you're looking at the TV like, what the hell's going on? Like LA Knight has kind of made them change that, where they've acknowledged the fact that the crowd is on his side.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they do need to do that. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Back to Roman.
Yeah.
Jey Uso, like, clearly this reign is not going to end anytime soon, because we're pretty much three quarters through. You feel me? It's almost September. It's going to be SummerSlam, and then it's going to be Survivor Series, and it's going to be WrestleMania again before you know it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, yeah, they definitely doing a Saudi show. You feel me? Give us 50 million, run it. But what I need from this next chapter of whatever the Bloodline is going to do, whatever this next phase or this next iteration, I need Roman to get so violent. Like, he needs to be the Punisher. He needs to be ripping niggas' heads off. He needs to be that's what but like he needs to be like this whole thing crumbling before his eyes needs to put him like his back against the wall, and in like an act of desperation, like he just destroys everything.
One of them Uso nigga got to be Simba. And then Roman Reigns is Scar. And then all the food is gone. You know what I mean? Like, remember when all the food was gone? You know what I mean? The hyenas is mad. You know what I'm saying? They talking shit. They looking at Zazu trying to eat that nigga. They don't want that nigga. And like I don't know what's going on. And then like either Jay's gonna have to pop up, be like, yo, I mean, yeah, man. Like Roman's gonna have to kick Rikishi in the face or something. That's what he's gonna have to do. There's gonna be some family members gonna get violated in here. Like this is what I need. Like I want Roman. Everything needs to implode. Like 3 years of not losing, 3 years of abuse. It has to end in the worst way. Like yeah, like remember in Too Deep, you ain't no cop, Jay Reed. Yeah, it has to be something like that.
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to seeing like paranoid like Roman Reigns where he's just like looking over his shoulder all the time. I'm like interested in the character work of Roman Reigns because he's been killing it. He's been killing like these last few years when it comes to that, with the promos in the ring, with the promos during the matches that he cuts, and like the whole like violating the crowd and everything like that. I'm looking forward to that side of it because I feel like he has a lot left in the tank for that. I feel like there are some like avenues they haven't explored with Roman Reigns, like being like looking out over his shoulder. He sees like people everywhere trying to like come after him and end his title reign or whatever. Like I'm down for this next chapter, but I don't see Jey Uso being the one to end that reign at all.
He can. I think what you can do is he looks beatable now. He's been pinned. He's beatable. So I feel like this is a way to get him to wrestle on television more often. And this is a chance to give certain people title shots, even if they lose, but have him go out there and really put dudes over. Even though he's gonna win, still make these other guys look good, because you still need to build up other people. If you plan on him eventually dropping these titles, somebody got to be the one to step up, and you need some credible challengers along the way. So this would be the time to build up those other credible challengers.
You know who's a good challenger for Roman that we haven't seen enter this whole Bloodline universe or whatever? Also haven't seen him on SmackDown since he got drafted. Y'all talked about him trying to beat up bitches earlier and take their titles. Bobby Lashley.
Oh, you were saying like I don't know if you knew what was going on, you know what I mean? But you know.
That'd be a nice tie over feud, like for him to like have stuff in the meantime. You could also have him like sizing up Solo Sikoa in the background during like some of these rivalries and continue to carry that bloodline story on even after like this whole thing with the Usos ends up eventually like ending.
And somebody that's just like big enough and just like like credible, like I'm a former champ too. Just like the same way you pushed Drew to fight him the first time, like the same way you push Kevin Owens, like Bobby is just as credible, and I'll beat up your cousin, who you don't even like anymore. So, that's good. I like that. I'll give him something to do. Keep his mind off of what's gonna happen. Like, I think Roman like needs to lose to Jay, and then Jay needs to run the bloodline like how you really want it, like kind of like how Wakanda was running, and then he just watches it from afar and just sits there. It just stews in it. Then he tries to fight him again and then loses again.
Nah, if he gonna be tribal chief, if Jay is really gonna be tribal chief, he can't do that pop locking shit. He gotta stop that. He gotta cut that shit out. Like you can't you can't be no.
He can't be breaking character either, man. He gotta stop breaking character.
No, man,
he be folding too quick.
Yeah,
Sami Zayn ain't there no more.
It be happening when Sammy not even there. He still be finding ways to break character.
Teach him how to do the Chris Brown front flip to March Madness, and then we'll be all right. No more pop locking.
He was whipping and nay-naying after they won the match on Saturday.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, come on, Jay, you can't be doing that. Now, tribal chiefs don't be doing that, and that's gonna make Roman even more mad. I would never do that.
This is why Roman was beating your ass and keeping you like gaslit for 3 years because of this shit right here, bro. Cut that shit out.
Well, I choked out your twin to make you quit. Like, you know how I don't even want that. I don't even want my twin on my team.
What do you guys think of this? J Champ says, here's a crazy idea. Have Bobby reunite the Hurt Business and attack an already broken Bloodline, a new group to take over SmackDown.
Well, who's gonna? The Usos are gone, so like, is
right.
Cedric got to beat up Paul Heyman? I'm with that.
I mean, you gotta.
He gonna call him Barnacle Man?
You gotta make us take Cedric and Shelton serious again.
Yeah,
like you have to make us take them serious. Nobody's gonna take them serious. I love them both. I think they're two of the greatest ever, in my opinion, because I love what Ced did in the Indies, and I love Shelton just being consistent his entire career. But you gotta give us a reason to care about them. Like, they were tag team champions. They were closing out the end of shows in the Thunderdome. Make us care again. It'll work. You just got to make us care.
They just got to stomp out Paul Heyman together. Like, stomp him out violently on camera. And then
stay away from Omos. Because you can't put Omos with them.
Yo, what is he even doing?
Nothing. They ain't been on TV.
Catering.
Cedric and Shelton either.
I don't know.
They're also free agents too, so they can go to SmackDown too.
Yeah, they can do whatever.
There's no way they shouldn't have pulled up to the bitch list underground. You know what I'm saying, and not kick nobody in the face. Like all y'all want some stuff on there.
Yeah. All right, man. I don't know. The Judgment Day is gonna be on NXT next week. They're pulling up. I don't know. It's not gonna be
mad at each other. But it's gonna be a long car ride over there.
Oh yeah, with Finn and Damian for sure. I'm telling you, bro. Like he finna get JD McDonough in there. They're gonna kick Damian out. Damian's gonna turn face, and this is gonna be the face run with the World Heavyweight title. Drew McIntyre gonna take that title from Seth, and then maybe Ben gets his wish, and Damian Priest is a Puerto Rican World Champion.
Yeah, you're gonna need more than JD McDonough.
No, it's not no maybe at this point. It has to happen. I done put so much stock and talk so much shit about Damian Priest winning the championship. I gotta have this happen, bro. I'm not trying to look like a fraud like all the time, bro. Do something, man. Like he got out there and was talking about, I might cash in on the Intercontinental Championship. I might cash in on the United States Championship. I'm like, yo, if you don't cash in on a world title, I'm gonna cash in these hands on you, bro. Don't do that shit.
I hate how they made Austin Theory cash in on the U.S. title and then lose, because the whole point of the contract was to get a world title, not a mid-card title, not the Intercontinental World Championship, a world title. And
I'm still trying to fix that shit up.
They can't.
They still trying to sweep up what he did. They like can't. When they did the whole thing, and Michael Cole was like, "You could really cash in for a title of whatever choosing you want." I'm like, "How come y'all ain't been saying this for the last 20 years? This shit been around. All I heard is world title, bro. All I heard is you cash in on the world title. I ain't never heard no United States Championship, no Intercontinental Championship shit until this man fucked up and cashed in on the United States Championship. Like that, I've never heard that."
I personally wouldn't even have Priest cashing on Finn. I think that's too obvious.
Yeah.
I would actually give Finn the world title, but not have Priest cash in on him. I'd wait till Finn lose it, then cash in. You still got the world title in the Judgment Day. It's just not with Finn anymore. No, and then that goes into your way of getting Priest out the group, because now he's got what Finn just lost after he just got it back. So it gives them, and then you still got 4 members with JD McDonough in there.
Yo, so if Finn loses it and then like he wins it like right after that shit, like though that would be like an ultimate like ha.
Finn would like lose his mind, bro. Like, Finn would literally be like, he wake up and throw hands with this man. Like, how dare you? Like, how dare you just take this title? Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, you'd be hot. Well, I got nothing else, man.
Yeah.
Tasha Steelz.
She's great.
All right.
She's great.
All right.
Thank you.
I don't know what to do with all these Tesla parts.
You want a robot? You want a robot that does backflips?
You feel me? Hey, check this out. Hey, we might be able to do something. I might build the Fox robot. I'm gonna build her one of those. You feel me?
And you can charge that motherfucker in the sun.
That's fire. Solar power, you a real nigga. Salute to you, Jizzle. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make that a reality. Yeah, we're gonna make that work. You feel me? I'm talking about for real, you dig? All right, cool. So with that said, you know, talking about salute to y'all. We appreciate y'all tapping in, tuning in, staying dangerous. You feel me? You dig? I go by the name Oh My God Graham. This is the Public Enemies Podcast. You can catch us at the Enemies PE3 on all social media platforms. You feel me? Beat us there. Don't meet us there. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, when Elon ain't tripping off $8, whatever. I'm talking about, it is what it is. But holla at us, man. Southside Gunn, Marquise. Tell them where to find you. Tell them where to find your list. Whatever you got going on. Any plugs, shout outs you want to make? Salute.
Yeah, man. Shout out to homies on the Grove. But in all seriousness, you can find me on Twitter at Southside_Gunn with 2 N's. You can find me on Instagram at say_young_0. TikTok, same thing. If you want to find the list, like I said, it's gonna be on Twitter. It'll be posted everywhere, and I'm now moving it over to Instagram, things like that. Got a little podcast exclusively on Spotify called Keep It Real. So, you know, check it out. You got the time, man.
Make sure y'all tap in, dog. Make sure y'all tap in. Jizzle, talk to him.
I am high as shit. I am Trap McAfee. That's me everywhere except on Instagram when I have 2 E's because they try to get me to get a grant for $15,000. So follow me there. Follow the Facebook group is named after us, and just do that. Give us money. We want to quit our jobs.
Yeah, most definitely. You can follow me Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at _Sunrise_. If you follow the Twitter, go to the link tree on the Twitter. It'll show you everywhere we are. I'll show you the Patreon. Subscribe to the Patreon. It'll show you the Facebook group. Tap in with the Facebook group. It'll show you the Discord. Everywhere we are. Like I keep trying to tell y'all, man. Look, I got another call today. They talking about taking an air fryer again, bro. I already paid my little payment of $55. They talking about that's not good enough. I need y'all to go ahead and support. I'm trying to keep things in the house, man. They gonna take this laptop. Ain't gonna be no more podcasts, bro. They gonna take this phone. Ain't gonna be no more tweets, bro. Y'all support, bro. Support.
Wow.
Ain't gonna be no more funny shit, bro.
Did y'all see that Jalen Green video?
Yo, man. Come on.
I just want to say it did make the list.
Yo. There you go.
764. Giving your homie some clothes strokes.
Hey man, hey, check this out. With that said, hey, make sure y'all tap in with us next week, same time, same place. It is what it is. But until then, take care of yourselves and each other. We have to leave. Sorry.
And they were both over.